Hello everyone. Now we are going to see about paradoxical splitting. This is the completion of this is in continuation of the cardiology series for USMLE concepts. So without further delay, let's go into the topic. What do you mean by paradoxical splitting of S2? So for that, what does S2 mean? S2 is the combination of aortic valve closure as well as the pulmonary valve closure. So do they occur at the same time? No, they don't. Aortic valve closes first. After a few milliseconds, the pulmonary valve closes. So what do you mean by a wide splitting? When the aortic valve closes and the pulmonary valve takes even more a longer time to close, that is known as the wide splitting. But here we are talking about a paradoxical splitting. In that case, the pulmonary valve closes first, and when they followed by the aortic valve, that is known as the paradoxical splitting. So why does this happen? This happens in left ventricular failure. What happens in left ventricular failure? In left ventricular hypertrophy. What happens in left ventricular hypertrophy? Here, the left ventricle has undergone concentric hypertrophy. Now, for it to send the blood from the left ventricle during contraction into the aorta, it takes a much longer time for it to send the blood into the aorta. Therefore, it takes a longer time for the aortic valve to close. It takes really a longer time such that the pulmonary valve has been closed and then the aortic valve closes. So, one of the most common causes for paradoxical splitting of S2 is left ventricular hypertrophy. What else does left ventricular hypertrophy present with? Left ventricular hypertrophy presents with left axis deviation. What is left axis deviation? Here, in left ventricular hypertrophy, because of concentric hypertrophy of the left ventricle, the heart itself is being deviated to the left side. That is known as the left axis deviation. What is left bundle branch block? The bundle branches will enter the ventricular muscle and it will supply the muscle all throughout. So when there is a left ventricular hypertrophy, the bundle will undergo, or the bundle that enters through the hypertrophied muscle will also have some conduction disturbances because the muscle is hypertrophied abnormally, therefore resulting in bundle branch. So in left ventricular hypertrophy, we will have paradoxical splitting of S2, left axis deviation as well as left bundle branch block. Thank you for listening. All the best for your exams.